Hey Ali, welcome to the class. Good to see you.
Hi, Abby. Morning.
Good morning. This is another class on verbling.com with teacher Abby. I don't match today because my shirt and my scarf are very different, but
Uh,
I'm cold, so I have to be mismatched. Please forgive me.
No, you are always beautiful. No problem.
Thank you, Ali. Welcome back. Hi, Amp. Welcome back to the class. Good to see you.
Hi, teacher. Good to see you as well.
Nice to have you back with us. How was your evening last night? Did you do anything nice?
Yes, I had 3 classes yesterday at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
I
had what
feel,
classes? A what class?
yeah, here in Berlin.
Oh, verbal classes.
hmm
This
Yeah.
is why your English gets better every time I speak to you, because you're constantly practicing.
Wow, I hope so.
No, it is. Your English. I remember just because you were one of the originals with when we started,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you've really improved a lot over time. You're doing really well.
Do you cut your hair?
No, it's tucked in. It's tucked into the
Ah.
scarf. It was keeping me warm. Now I'm cold again.
You hide your head.
I was hiding it, hiding my hair. Let's say hello to Juanjo. Hi, Juanjo. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Have I had you in a class before? I recognize your name.
Yes, but a month more or less ago.
Ah, okay, so it's been a little bit. And how have you been?
Well, I've been with another teachers, but just a
Sorry.
little bit.
I said, how have you been? How? How has life been for you? Have you been good, busy,
Ah, okay,
working?
okay, I understand. It's okay, it's okay.
Everything's good. Glad to hear it. Thank you
Yes,
for joining us today.
thank you.
And Victor, how are you?
Hi, Abby. I'm fine. Thank you. How about you?
Very good. I'm a little bit cold, but that's okay. It's good for me to be cold.
Why do you call?
I think because I'm in the shade, and Vancouver is it's got a very damp climate. So in the morning, everything's slightly wet, like the
Mhm.
grass and everything's really wet, and it's just a bit chilly.
I thought nobody can melt your heart.
Pardon?
Nobody can melt your heart.
My heart?
Your
What do you?
heart is cold.
Oh yes, I'm ice cold. I'm cruel.
What is the temperature there?
Um, I can't. It's a bit far, and I don't have my nerdy glasses on, so I can't see it. I'll check before the next class.
Upper
I'll let
zero.
you guys
Upper,
know. It's probably 22.
upper zero.
Sorry, Victor? Oh, yeah, it's
Higher.
summertime.
Yeah.
I was swimming
Oh,
yesterday at the beach, but in the morning it's chilly.
okay.
Michael,
Hey, teacher Abby.
how you doing?
Great, how are you?
Good. Good to see you in class today. How was your
Thank you.
evening last night?
But I went to sleep, I think,
Oh,
after
how
the
was your
class.
morning, I should say? How was work today?
It was good.
You had a good day?
As usual, nothing special, like
Forgot
always
every
the
day's good
same.
with you. And Paolo, welcome to the class.
Thanks a lot.
Nice to
I
have you back.
okay.
So, hopefully we don't, wouldn't that be ironic if the class cut today, the same class that we tried to do together the other day? Idioms that start with S, but I'm sure that it won't. We'll have a nice
Well,
class today. What?
don't worry, we'll not cut. I'm here today, so you
Can
can
you
actually
stop?
stay fine.
Can you stop accidents from hitting my power pole?
Well, I don't think something will happen. We have like an idiom twice in the same place cannot be like the same kind of accident cannot be twice.
That's true. It's very unlikely. So let's go ahead and get started. Idioms that start with S. Just as a quick review, maybe Amp, you could tell us what it means to be safe and sound. Safe and sound.
To be
Sorry,
safe without danger.
teacher K, could you share the document?
Yes, actually, I can. Just one moment. All right, there you go.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Sorry, Amp, can you please say that again? What does it mean to be safe and sound? And give me maybe an example.
To be safe without danger around.
Exactly. So maybe if a child gets lost or they come home from school and they had a bad day, you might say, oh, you're home, you're safe and sound. It also means safe, but it also means like a level of comfort in comparison to maybe a previous situation. So let's go ahead and open that up. Any questions before we get started? You guys never have any questions.
No.
So what's safe and sound? Sorry.
It simply means safe. It's an idiom that we use to mean safe, but that's why I explained the idea behind it is not just like safe from danger, but maybe they came out of a dangerous situation and now they feel comfortable and like a sense of relief, and that's when we say safe and sound.
So what does that mean, sound?
Sound means healthy or peaceful.
Oh. But
Not
sound is like sound, like what you hear
same.
with
Yep.
your. So.
Same word. So if you said she's mentally sound,
Okay.
that would mean she's mentally with it. She's healthy in her mind and she knows how to think. Or if you said she's physically sound, it's the same thing. She's healthy.
Okay, I never heard like I didn't know that sound is like in this context. I thought sound only is sound. That's all.
Nope. We have lots of different uses for it.
Okay.
Many different meanings, I think. Sound.
Yes. I'm gonna sneeze, so if my microphone gets muted, you know why. There must be some kind of pollen in the tree behind me. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next idiom. Eduardo! He's back. I'm back.
Hello. Are you calling me?
Yes, where have you been?
Yes, I've been a little bit busy.
Well, we missed you. We are so happy that you're back with us.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and get started with our next idiom, and maybe we could have Victor read it for us and the definition.
Safe bet. If something is a safe bet, then you can expect that it will probably happen.
Perfect. So can you think of an example, Victor, of something that would be a safe bet?
When my nephew planned to buy new car, I recommended him to buy Toyota. It would be safe bet.
Awesome. That's a perfect example. I recommend to buy a Toyota. It's a safe bet. I recommended that he buy a Toyota because it was.
So what does that mean in this context? I recommended he buy it because say why how we can substitute safe bet?
It was a guaranteed good car.
Just good idea, right?
Mm-hmm. So
better than good idea, I think.
It means that if he's looking for a reliable vehicle, he's probably going to get the reliable vehicle if it's a Toyota.
Okay, so do you safe bet as reliable, or in what context can you use?
A sure success.
Okay.
Or a good chance that it will be a positive thing.
Okay.
Okay. It's the definition here. If something is a safe bet, expect that it'll probably happen. That's also true. This is a different way to use the idiom.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anybody else have a question on that before we get more examples? Let's move to the left with Paulo. Give me an example of something that is a safe bet.
For example, in the everyone can say that Germany is the best team in the World Cup. This is a safe bet.
If you were to say that, well, maybe I don't agree, but if you were to say that Germany is going to win the World Cup, it's a safe bet.
Yeah,
That would be correct because it's your opinion. However, you might be wrong, right?
Okay.
So, Paolo, you said Germany will win the World Cup. This
is a safe bet.
Exactly. Good examples. Very good examples. Let's go over to Michael. Give me an example using this one.
If you want to have a high quality product for a reasonable price, you should stick to well-renowned brands. That's a safe bet.
Perfect. Or you could say it's a safe bet if you stick to and then name a specific brand.
Okay.
That's a great example. That's a great example, Michael. So if you were to say, what's a safe bet? Michael, I need to buy a new camera. What do you think? What's a safe bet? What would you recommend?
Well, I think all of them in some way are safe bets, so you should look up for functionality. I think Samsung is a safe bet, definitely. They have lots of functionality and lots of functions, and the price is like reasonable for those functions. At least I bought lots of like Samsung products, like electronics, like devices, all kind, like cameras, photo camera, and TV screen and computer. So I never regretted. Can I say like that?
Yeah, never. I have never regretted it.
Yeah, I have never regretted. The quality is correlated with the price.
Thank you for your advice, Michael.
But I know that you will stick with Apple.
Apple cameras? I don't think Apple cameras exist.
No? Oh,
No.
yeah. The only iPhones and the Macintosh.
No Mac cameras, but you know if there was. Let's go over to Juanjo. Give me an example of something that is a safe bet.
Okay, with safe bet. That horse is a safe bet. It has won 15 races.
Okay, very good. So you know that is going to probably win again. That's a safe bet. Very good.
Yes.
Thank you. Good example. Fidel, welcome to the class.
Hey, Abby.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, actually.
Oh,
What
that's
about
good.
you?
I am wonderful.
So good to hear you.
It's a fantastic day. Thank you for asking. Can you give me an example of something that's a safe bet?
I don't know if I got the main idea of the phrases, but what about if you know it broke up like in 10 years ahead, something like that, right?
If you what, 10 years ahead?
If you buy a Beamer, a BMW, or a Mercedes, you know, cars,
yeah.
that kind of cars, you know they're gonna broke up. They're gonna broke in maybe 10 years ahead or something like that, right? You don't have to replace it.
Then yes, that's a perfect example. You could say, you know what, you buy that car now, but it's a safe bet that you'll have problems in 10 years.
Idea.
Excellent example, Fidel. Very good. So
Some cars you can have problem like in 1 year after you buy. So
Very true. You could say,
Yeah.
or you could just generalize and say it's a safe bet. You'll have problems with that car. Okay.
okay.
Good job, you guys. Okay, over to Eduardo.
Okay. Nothing is a safe bet in life, but I hope my girlfriend will be a safe bet.
My girlfriend will be. Very, very nice. Show a little bit of faith.
So in this case, what Eduardo means?
He's meaning that nothing in life is, you can never fully know what to expect in life.
Yeah,
But
this I understood.
he's hoping that his girlfriend is a safe bet, that all of the time and energy that he puts into his relationship with her will end in success.
Okay.
Hits fruits. Yeah. Is it an expression, Abby? Give fruits? Is the same in English and Spanish? Or
We
not?
would say yield fruit.
Okay.
I hope it yields. Okay.
Okay.
Nicely done. So we had the example of electronics, brands, racing from Paolo. All of those things are examples of safe bets, okay? Let's go over to Amp. Do you have an example for us?
It is a safe bet. Our president will be reelected.
It is a safe bet that our president will be reelected.
Mm-hmm.
Nice example. Perfect grammar as well. And Lee, what about you?
Okay.
Oops.
If you join teacher Abby's class regularly, your English will be perfect. So it's a safe bet.
Yay, thank you.
Like yours, Ali.
Like Elise.
Like Elise.
But Ali doesn't just attend my class. He also attends other classes, so that's why his English has gotten so good.
I need like 5 years to practice to have English like Elise.
And I'm playing a little game with myself. I see there's a person who's entered the class beside Ali, and I'm going to guess that it has to start with an A. Is it Allah? Allah?
Yes, hello teacher, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is what you do when you're just hanging out by yourself all the time. You have to make games out of life. Allah, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, thank you.
We're doing a class today on idioms that start with S, and it's time for our next idiom. I'm going to ask that Paolo read it for us. Go ahead, Paolo.
Okay. Same old, same old. This means that nothing has changed in your life and everything is still the same. Usually said in response to questions like, what have you been doing lately?
What?
Okay.
Okay, very good. So can you give me an example, Paolo, using this expression, same old, same old?
What have you been doing lately? Same old, same old.
Very good.
I don't know. For example, let me think. This day, my life is always the same old. No,
My life has been same.
I have to repeat twice, or it's the same?
Yep. Yes, you do. 3 times for emphasis. No, I'm just kidding. Twice is good enough. Okay.
Sorry, teacher. Sorry, can I ask you a thing related to things you have written before?
Mm-hmm.
He recommend you buy. Is it good with the indicative, present indicative? In this case, you buy or not?
Can you please,
before.
like, are you talking about the idiom that we already?
Yes, about this. I recommended that he buy a Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
Is fine or not? Because
I
I'm a
recommended.
bit confused with recommend. Is it good with that? I recommended that he buy or he bought a Toyota.
No, I recommended that he buy.
Okay, so
Okay, he buy a
okay,
Toyota.
okay. Thanks.
Just because we've already put it in the past tense, and you're talking not right about he buys, but you're talking about like in general that somebody buy a Toyota. Okay?
Thanks.
No problem. All right, let's go back down to our one here. What should you do if your life feels like same old, same old? What should you do if you feel like that's your case? Let's go over to Ala.
Yes, if the life seems like same old, you have to change something. You have maybe to have a break from things that you are currently doing, or your routine work, or your routine style of life. Try to have a vacation. Try to learn something new. Try to um, make adventures, or to maybe a new experience. Try to have a new experience.
Okay, yeah, a new experience. Have you ever done that, Ala? Have you ever just decided, you know what, this isn't working, I'm going to try something new? Have you ever done that?
Yeah. I think sometimes in routine work you reach a point that you tell yourself that maybe I can't do more in that work, or this work becomes very boring, or limits my abilities. Then you have to change, maybe to a new company, or a new direction, to as an adventure, or to explore yourself more.
Okay, very good. Excellent. And what about you, Amp? What would you do if you felt like your life was same old, same old?
Well, to try to find another activity that fills me. I don't know, maybe a hobby. Try to sing, or just to travel.
Sorry, what was that, Amp? I don't, is it my audio, or can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Amp, you cut out a little bit. Can you repeat that?
I said that I can try to find another hobby, or just travel.
Okay, very good. A new hobby, travel. Has anybody in the class ever done that? Decided it's time for a switch up, and they've maybe taken up a new hobby, or maybe traveled a little bit, done something new?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Uh, I joined the whirling.
Cool.
It's I think it's something changed in my life. I spent my time in the class learning English. It's changing something in my life.
Wonderful. Anybody else want to share?
I'm trying to improve my English in order to shake my life, because I'd like to work abroad one day.
Very good.
I have a question.
Okay, please ask us,
Uh,
mister.
Same old. Is it only negative meaning, or
It
could
is.
be
It's negative.
positive? If, for example, somebody is happy and he answered same old, I every time happy.
I'm still happy. Yeah, you know what? You're right. If somebody would just, if your neighbor popped over on the fence and said, "Hey, how's everything going?" and you said, "Oh, same old, we're good," It just means nothing's changed, but it kind of does have a negative. I guess it depends on the context, Victor, and your tone of voice when you use it.
Okay.
You can say my life is always safe and sound. Same old, same old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that might
Can
be a
we
good thing.
can we
Stay.
use it? Can we use it after how are you, for example? How are you? And I can respond same old, or not?
No, it would be like, what are you doing or what's new?
Oh, okay.
How are you is like pretty good or okay or something like that. Okay?
I have a question, Avi.
Eduardo, go ahead.
I heard this expression in a positive context, but like you say, it depends on the context and the way you say it. Like same old, same old. I'm in the in the nine cloud. I don't know. I don't remember the TV show, but it was in a TV show. And also, we can mix this one and the last one, same old, safe bet. I heard that expression too, like when everything is familiar. No, am I right?
Yeah, same old does have the connotation of just the old, same old as in the same things that you've been familiar with. So you're right. It could just mean a comfortable or everyday circumstance.
But have you heard same old safe bet
Same old safe bet.
together? Yeah.
No, I haven't. Not that I can
Okay.
think of. Not that it doesn't sound familiar. Same old
Okay.
safe bet.
When you have for a long time a husband, for example,
Uh-huh.
and you don't want to change, you say same old safe bet. Like it's familiar. You don't want any change in your life. Yeah, I heard this one too.
Okay, that would make sense. So it would be like if even though he's the same husband I've had for a while, it's a safe bet because it's working.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then definitely I could see that being used. I just don't think I've used that one before, Eduardo. Sorry.
Okay.
Anybody else want to share an example?
Teacher, I want to ask. It implies that something is becoming more boring, or someone is bored.
Could be
Could be boring.
ordinary, everyday. Okay, just a routine, whether it's good or it's
Yes,
bad.
teacher, and the same as cookie cutters. I heard that one. Cookie cutter.
Cookie cutter life is, yeah, when not a lot changes, it's the same.
Mhm.
That's when it's time to break the cookie cutter. All right. Let's go to our next one here. Say when. And we could have, next is Michael. Could you read that?
Say when. To tell someone when to stop. When pouring a drink for someone, you tell them to say when, which means to say when they want you to stop. So
Okay.
do you use that only in this situation when someone's pouring you some drink?
Or they're putting something, maybe giving you food or pouring something that's not a liquid. You could also say when.
Only in these two cases, like about food or about drink.
Let me think.
Maybe when you are ready, I'm ready. Say when and I'll be there.
Yeah, that too. That's another one. That's not saying when to stop, but it is saying tell me when and I'll come. That's a good example as well. So no, it's not only for pouring a drink, but it does mean like it could either mean tell you to stop or it could mean I am just waiting for your call. You just let me know when it's time to go or when you're ready or when we can leave, etc. Okay?
So how would you use in the second one, like about what you said, like when you are ready or when to go? How would you say?
Hey, Michael, I'm all dressed and ready to go downtown. Just say when, and I'll come pick you up.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And then you'd say, oh, I'm ready now, come. And if not, I'd say, I'd have to go without you.
I'll pick up you. I would say I would pick up you. So
Let's go over to our next. This one's pretty straightforward. Any additional questions or examples?
there is no idiomatic context in this idiom.
Yeah,
Like,
I think.
say when. Say when to stop.
Stop.
And what is the answer? When?
It should be when, and that's a common joke in English. Like, for example, if somebody's pouring you a glass of wine or something that somebody might want to limit, they'll say when, but your natural reaction is to say stop, but they don't stop pouring it. They say, no, you have to say when, and then it's like you have way too much wine in your glass.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a joke that we do. Let's go to the next one. Juanjo, do you want to read second thoughts for us?
Okay. Second thoughts. Sorry. If you have second thoughts about something, then you start to think that maybe it isn't a good idea. When you sit on a roller coaster, for example, you might have second thoughts because you suddenly feel frightened.
Perfect. Okay, so second thoughts. I think all of us have probably had moments in our life when you've gone, oh, second thoughts. Let's talk about it. Okay, tell me about a time when you've had second thoughts. Or give me an example if you'd prefer not to. Juanjo?
Yes, okay. But I don't know a appropriate example. I don't know. Not sure. I'm not sure about this. I don't understand the idea.
Okay, so you make a decision, you go to act on that decision, and then you go, I wonder if this is what I really want to do. That's a second thought, when you feel like you might not be 100% sure anymore. Do you understand?
More or less.
Okay, for example, I'm going to go bungee jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what bungee jumping is?
Yeah, I understand, yes.
So I go and I put the bungee cord on my legs and I put my helmet on and I get ready, and right before I jump I go, I don't know if I want to do this. That's a second thought.
So the second thought is the situation.
The second thought is the way you feel about your choice.
Okay.
I think that is common sense, Abby, not second thoughts. Because everyone do that. Yeah.
That's true. Sometimes that's necessary. Okay, let's hear some examples. Tell me about a time when you have had second thoughts.
Okay, that terror castle, it's so scary. So I'm not going to go there because it's second thought.
Very good.
I don't know.
So usually with second thoughts, the situation or the choice at hand is maybe life-changing or it has an impact on your life, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like a marriage or moving to a different place. Those are all things that people might start to have second thoughts because it's a big decision, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much, Juanjo. Good example. Let's go over to Fidel. Tell us about a time when you've had second thoughts, or give us an example.
When you have to get a plane, I don't know, after watch all that kind of movie, Final Destination 1, 2, and 3, maybe you get a little bit scared when you have to get on in the plane. But I don't know if this is an example fit in this case.
Yeah, maybe you feel nervous about flying, so you have second thoughts. That's a perfect example.
All right.
What about you, Eduardo?
Well, an example maybe is give this deal a second thought and sleep on it. We talk tomorrow.
Very good, exactly. So maybe you need to think before you make major purchases. That's a second thought. Em?
Like
Oh, go
we
ahead.
think, like we think, no, is a way to put it.
It could be a way to protect yourself, yes.
Okay.
Em?
I was thinking of inviting him to the party, but I had a second thought because he's a pooper party.
He's a what?
A pooper party.
A party pooper.
Party pooper.
Good job, yeah. Absolutely. Don't invite him, Em. No party poopers allowed at the party.
What is a party pooper?
It sounds a lot worse than it is, I promise you. A party pooper is a person who's boring at a party and they maybe make it less fun for other people.
Okay.
Teacher, buzzkill also.
Sorry?
Buzzkill also there is expression.
Totally. A buzzkill. Absolutely. Anybody else want to give me an example of a time where they've had second thoughts?
I think nowadays people should have second thoughts more often about marriage, for example,
Why do you say that?
because a lot of people get divorced the day after.
Absolutely, right? So maybe they should listen to their second thoughts. Anybody else have an example?
Okay, let's watch this movie for let's watch this movie tonight. Now wait, on a second thought, I think it's better to play video games.
Excellent. So on second thought is a little bit different. It means that you rethink it. Not necessarily that you think it's a bad idea, but you rethink it. Good, Ala. Fantastic. Okay, let's go on to our next idiom. Do-do-do. And we can have Fidel read it for us. See eye to eye.
See eye to eye. Or have the same opinion or viewpoint.
Tell me somebody that you see eye to eye with, or give me an example, Fidel.
An example, I don't know, when you're in the office and maybe you have a meeting and I don't know, you don't have to say a word, you just see your colleague and you know you're thinking the same. So when you heard an opinion on some activities that you have to do, I don't know, maybe.
Good. And Fidel, oh,
Yeah.
sorry, you cut out.
No, tell me.
You cut out a little bit. I was just going to say, for seeing eye to eye, you can even start it with saying, when it comes to working in the office, we see eye to eye. So if you want to make it for a specific situation, when it comes to politics, when it comes to money management, when it comes to relationships, me and so, we see eye to eye. Okay?
All right.
Good
All right.
example. Somebody
Okay.
else. We're going to open it up. Who else wants to give me an example of seeing eye to eye?
It's the same like the expression you usually said. It's great minds think alike. It's similar, no?
Great minds think alike means that you both came up with a really good idea.
Okay, so you are agree. Both of you are agree. You see eye to eye.
Absolutely. Very good. So it can mean the same thing, but with see eye to eye, it just means, or if you could use it in the negative, Eduardo. You could say, me and you just don't see eye to eye on this.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone else have an example? or question?
I don't see eye to eye with my colleagues at work on politics.
And when it comes to politics, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to find people who see eye to eye with you on politics sometimes.
Yeah, it's difficult in my workplace because everyone there is are right yes right party.
Right, and you're left.
So it's difficult.
So you end up having arguments about that, I imagine. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Anybody else? So politics is one example. Ali?
Okay. Teacher Abby and I see eye to eye about Apple products.
Yay! And Michael and Ali do not see eye to eye when it comes to Apple products. Okay. Anybody else?
I see eye to eye with Ali about his lemon.
That sounds a little bit interesting, but I think you might be referring to his lemon car.
Lemon car.
Good example. Thank you. Yeah, we see eye to eye about his lemon car. Okay. You guys have no idea how much you make me laugh. Sometimes I finish class and I talk about you all day and the funny things that you guys say. I'm sure my friends are tired of hearing about it. Anybody else have an example? Eduardo, can you read the next one?
Yeah. Set in stone, cannot be changed, permanent. Okay.
Give me an example.
Well, this is just a possibility. Nothing is set in stone yet.
Perfect example. Very good. Somebody else? What might make something set in stone?
For example, beauty. Beauty won't set in stone.
What was that? What's not set in stone?
Beauty won't set in stone.
I don't know why I can't understand that first word. One,
Beauty.
okay. Nudie.
No.
Beauty. Beauty.
Yes, beauty.
Beauty isn't set in. Unfortunately, that is true, physically speaking. Anybody else?
Nothing is set in stone. All is in continuous change.
Continuous change. Good example. Awesome. You might say once you terrible typing. All right, next. Oh, another example?
A question, please.
Okay.
Is this expression come from Jesus, I suppose? Because we say in Spanish, engrave in stone. Like I don't know the name for.
What stone would you be referring to? I can't.
The 10 Commandments.
Okay, so not about Jesus, about Moses, about the 10 Commandments. Yeah, I suppose. Maybe that is where it comes from. Although didn't he break them and they had to be made again?
Well, a stone is fragile. It's not like a diamond. Maybe it's engraved in a diamond. It's much more powerful than.
Then you're really in trouble. Yeah, you know what? You're probably right. It probably comes from the 10 Commandments written on the stone tablets. That's probably true.
And it is always set, no? We cannot say engrave in a stone.
No, we don't say that. That's not that would be a literal engraving in a stone in English. Okay? The expression is set in stone, and yeah. Otherwise, it would be literal, not idiomatic.
Yeah, the other one is for a gravestone, a tomb. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. All right, thank you, Eduardo. And Amp, could you read the next one?
Okay, like shooting fish in a barrel. When you say that something is like shooting fish in a barrel, this means that you think it is very easy and requires very little effort. Like shooting fish that are in a barrel and cannot swim away.
Perfect. So give me an example of something like that, Amp, that maybe seems like it should be easy, but it's not.
To climb a mountain, it seems like a shooting fish in a barrel.
Really?
But then when you're halfway up, you're going, oh boy.
Yeah. In the halfway, you have a second thought, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Good job, Ali. That's perfect. Anyone else want to tell me about something that you think should, maybe it appears like it's going to be really easy, but then once you get into it, you realize it's not easy at all?
If you follow exactly all the recipe, making a good cake is like shooting a fish in a barrel. It's a bit complicated.
That's
Is it fine?
It's perfect. Oh yeah, I can bake a cake. I've seen my wife do it a million times. Wait a second.
Is it the same? The same. It's a piece of cake. The meaning.
Yes, absolutely. It's a piece of cake. Well, no, because if something is a piece of cake, it means that it really is easy for you. Whereas shooting fish in a barrel is something that you thought was easy, but then it wasn't.
Ah, it wasn't in this case.
It's not
Shooting.
the same.
Ah, okay.
But making a cake for you, if it's easy for you, it's a piece of cake. If it's not easy for you, but you thought it was going to be, it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Oh, okay.
Whew! Okay, that is our last one. Let's head down to the exercises. Here we're going to fill in the blanks or give advice, starting with Ali. Could you read the first one for us?
Okay. Hi, Sally. I haven't seen you in a few weeks. How is everything? What have you been doing, Sally? Same old, same old.
Poor Sally. She needs a shake-up. Ala, the next one.
Spicy top.
Stan, when will you go back to Japan? Sarah, I want to go next month, but it's not set in stone yet, so I'm not sure when I will go.
Awesome. Perfect. It's not set in stone. Okay, nicely done. Over to Victor.
Oh no, we should get off the plane. I forgot how much I hate flying. You're having second thoughts? Don't worry. Soon we'll be in safe and sound on the ground in Thailand, relaxing on the beach.
Okay, that in should not be there. So it should be, soon we'll be safe and sound. Safe and sound. Good job, Victor. Excellent.
A question, Abby?
Yes?
Yeah, in the sailor question, you're having second thoughts. It should be, are you having second thought? But in a common conversation, can we do that? This?
Absolutely, you can.
You're having second thoughts? Yeah, just with the stress or the intonation?
Yeah, it's like a tag question. So she already knows the answer to the question. She's just asking it rhetorically.
Okay.
How would you ask in a proper way?
Are you having second thoughts?
If you ask, do you have second thoughts, what would that imply?
No, it couldn't be that. Do you have second thoughts? It would have to be are you having second thoughts, because it's
Okay,
more than one
that
thought.
moment. No, and it's like on that moment, like having, like in that moment.
Ouch.
I mean, if you say, do you have second thoughts, that implies like generally, like in life. But when you say having, that implies and at that moment, yes or no?
Exactly. Good. You can never say do you having. Do you, it never would go before having. It would go do you have.
Okay.
Before the infinitive, okay? Next, let's go down to, is there another question?
Yeah, I missed the definition of safe and sounds because I came in late.
Safe and sound just simply means safe and comfortable. Healthy, happy,
Okay.
everything's good.
It is
Yeah,
also
now I
when
get
you
the
escape a dangerous situation, no, Abby? Like a turbulence trouble in a plane or in a car over ice, yeah. And you pass all the dangerous thing, and you can say, "We made it, safe and sound." No,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
I missed this one too. Sorry.
That's okay, no problem. Yeah, it simply means safe and sound in this sense is healthy, happy with no problems. That's what sound means. So, like Eduardo said, usually you say it after you come through a difficult situation. Okay, let's go here. And I think our next student was Paulo.
Yes. Stu, my girlfriend and I always fight about the stupidest things. We just don't see eye to eyes about anything. Do you still want to get married? I'm starting to have second thoughts. We would both be unhappy for the rest of our lives.
Second.
Thoughts.
Good. Excellent job, Paulo. So we just don't see eye to eye.
Can I say about anything?
Pardon?
After we just don't see eye to eye about anything.
On anything. On
On.
anything.
Okay.
If you want, you can add that. I will let you add that.
Okay.
And the last part here, and we're going to go to Michael.
So you think you might break up? Yeah, I think that's second, third, eye to eye. What else? There was like.
And a result that you can be sure of.
Safe and.
The Samsung camera is what?
Safe bet?
A safe bet. Yeah, that's a safe bet. Good. Thank you very much, Michael. And the next couple lines here, sorry, we've got to put that up. Can you do that for us, Juanjo?
Okay. Waitress, would you like more water? Sandy, sure. Thank you. Say when I finish.
Pardon?
For example.
What was it?
Say when I finish.
Say, just all you have to say is say when. Say
Okay,
when.
say when.
Bert, beautiful. Good job.
Okay,
Excellent work,
thanks.
you guys. Let's finish with a few picture description exercises. Let's have Fidel. Picture number 1. What expression matches with it, and what do you see happening in the picture?
He's writing or making a test. I don't know exactly, but he's filling a form, something similar.
Okay, it could be a test. When I put it on here, I put it as a contract. He's signing a contract.
All right.
Something with stone.
Set in stone.
Oh, you guys stole it from Fidel. Okay, whoever is typing and doesn't have their microphone muted, just maybe mute your microphone while you type because it's really loud. Okay. Fidel, do you understand why that one is set in stone?
Nope.
Okay, so when you sign a contract, you're making like a promise and you're saying that this is final, this is legal, this is how it is, right?
Right.
So if you sign a contract, it's set in stone, meaning that it cannot be changed.
All right.
Okay? It cannot be changed. Once it's carved in stone, it's carved in stone. Set in stone. Which nowadays is never true. Like Eduardo said, nothing is ever set in stone. Number two, Eduardo.
Well, it seems like they are yelling each other for the expression of the hands of the girl.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, I don't know, second thoughts?
It could be. They might be having second thoughts. What else could it be? Do they get along? Do they agree on everything?
No.
Maybe say when and I get out of here.
You guys are good at
same old.
Could be same old. You guys could use any idiom for this one. I was thinking that it was
See eye to eye.
they don't
See eye
see
to
eye
eye.
to eye. Yeah, exactly. They don't see eye to eye anymore.
Okay.
But you guys are right. Any of those idioms, if you really wanted to make them work, they could.
Yeah. When I stopped yelling, say when.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, over to AMP, number 3.
I think he's safe and sound.
This man is safe and sound, but this man is what?
He doesn't see me.
He's got an 8-hour flight ahead of him. What might he be thinking?
Same old, same old. He's a coward.
Same. Okay, I guess it could be same old, same old. He's thinking second thoughts. Yeah, second. And our last one, Ala.
See eye to eye. They do see eye to eye.
They do. They see eye to eye. They've made a business agreement. Good job. This one is obviously second thoughts. I don't remember what I was thinking for this one. Who can remember? Number 6. Who knows what I was thinking here?
Playing guitar like shooting fish in a barrel.
Shooting fish.
Hey, learning guitar is like shooting fish. You guys read my mind. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today's class. Thank you so much. I'm going to start the next hour. So if there's no questions, any questions?
What is that? Outdoor class? Al fresco class?
No. Yes, I'm teaching from outside.
Okay. I'm afraid it will be trendy, Abby. Outdoor class.
I know, I'll start living outside. I'll live out of my tent. All right, thanks for coming, guys. I have